Hello everyone, welcome back to the video series where I solve LeetCode problems. This video is about jump game number 2 and it's problem 45. So what is this about? You are given a zero indexed array nums of length n. You're initially positioned at nums 0. Each element nums of index represents the maximum length of a jump forward from index 1. In other words, you are at nums 1. You can jump to any nums y plus j where 0. Okay, so we want to know the minimum numbers of jumps we need to do from the beginning to the end. And the test cases are generated such that you can always reach the end. So let me explain here. So let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. Actually, so you're at the beginning here. This is your beginning, and this is your goal. You start here, and if you have a 1, it means you can jump 1. So you jump over here. And if you have 3, it means you can jump here, here, or here. So here, you can jump all the way here. So the shortest path from the beginning to the end is 1 and then 3. There are other paths which is 3 and then 2 and then 1, but this takes 3 seconds or 3 units of time. And this one only takes 2. So we want to know the shortest. And we know for a fact that every input that we'll get will lead us to the end. So what's the best way? So I figured out one strategy to do that, and that is, since we know that we're always going to reach the end, we can do something which is, let's start here. Let's replace this with 0. 0, and now brackets. And let's start here. Okay, this is a 1. So this takes 1 second to reach the end. Cool. Now we come here and we replace this. Oh, we also check, is this index plus the jump bigger or equal than the end? If so, we replace with 1. And this is not the best example actually. I need to start to do a bigger example. So same thing here. Can the index plus the jump is bigger or equal than the end? This 1, 2, 3 is equal, so it's 1. And we put it here. So is this one bigger or equal than the end index? This index plus the jump? No, this just jumps over here. So what we need to do is, let's see, we need to check the minimum value of all our options. Let's change this to 2. At least. We are at this index, 2. We need to check the minimum of our options and add 1 to it, which is 1. And then actually we change it to 2 again, so it's the same. So let me give another example because this one wasn't so obvious. So 1, 3, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, because it's the end. Or 8, doesn't matter, it's the end. So first of all, we replace the end with 0. And then we check, yeah, does this one reach the end? Go, this index plus the jump is equal to the end or higher? It is, so it's 1. Is this one equal to the end? This index plus the jump equal to the end or higher? It's actually not. So let's check. So this one can jump to here. So we know that we want to insert this value plus 1. Actually, let me copy this so we can check it in the end. So we copy it, plus 1. So we replace it with a 2. I'm even going to copy this too. And now we are at this index. And this can jump to these two. So let's check the minimum value of these two. It's 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So we replace this thing with a 2. Great. Now here, 1, we can come here and we find a 2. Now we replace this one with a 2 plus 1. We replace this one with a 3. So a 0 here, well, we ignore the 0. We can even replace it with plus infinity or something like that, but let's just ignore it, because zeros don't take us anywhere. And now we're at 3. So this reaches these two. What's the minimum value of these 3 values? We ignore this. Minimum is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. This one, 3. Oh, we just keep it as a 3. So, and now we're here. And the same thing goes. We can go here. 3 plus 1, 4. We replace this with a 4. And there we go. 4. Our solution is 4. So let's check why it's a 4. We are here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how you do it. So let's get coding. So what did I do? So to make it simple, I started nums equals nums, and I'm going to reverse the array because it's easier to work with a reversed array because we're going backwards. So I'm just going to reverse it. Nums of 0 equals 0. So for index in range nums, we check jump value, jump range equals nums of index. Actually, I want to go from 1 already. I want to skip the first position because we already know it's 0. So if jump range is equal jump range plus index, actually no, index minus jump range is smaller or equal than 0, we can just say that jump range nums of index equals 1. This is what I was talking about when, we're here, when I gave that example, and if you have like a 5 here, you can jump overboard, so in 1 unit of time you can definitely go to the end. So now we want to say that the nums of the index is equal to the minimum of the following values. So let me just go check how I did it. This of the minimum numbers of index minus jump range. Well, let's just continue. We're done on this. If this is the case, we're done. We don't care. So it's the minimum from the index minus the jump range all the way to the index, and then we add 1 unit of time. Because it's the same thing as we saw here. Like 2, we check the smallest of these two. I'm just going to do if jump range equals 0, nums of index equals infinity. So infinity is the same as let's not care, as I did here. Let's make it a number so big that every other number will be smaller than that. And so we just do that pretty much all the way to the end, and then we return nums of -1, which is the last element. Oh, how do I have a -1 here? In the range, length of numbers, of course. I is not defined. Yeah, index. Minus the empty sequence 2 minus 0 up to 2. Well, jump range. Oh yeah, of course. Continue. Okay, so what did I do wrong? But I did it right here. Bigger or equal. Jump range. It's bigger or equal than index. Oh, I didn't reverse it. Okay, 2. Yeah. Submit. And yeah, here we are. Hope you guys liked it.